morning, students. Now we are going to start about our next topic, which is about identification of landforms. In identification of landforms, children will study about conical hill, plateaus, spur, col, pass, gap, valley, saddle, watershed, gorge, or canyon. You have to learn to identify these features. Okay. So first we'll start with the conical hill. As I told you in the last class, children, conical hill is like a cone, okay, which has a broad base, and I told you about the landforms in the last class that it has a contour lines very close to each other, okay, and it's like cone-like structure with a circular base and at the peak as a hill, okay, and the distance or it increases as we move to the lower part and it decreases as we move to the upper part, okay. Plateau, as you all know, that plateau is a flat top tableland, and the top plateau has few contour while the side have the contour very close to each other, as it is flat, it has a flat top, okay. Now, when a number of valleys or rivers or streams cut the top of the plateau, it is known as dissected plateau. Dissected plateau किसे बोलते हैं? जब बहुत सारे rivers और stream उसे क्या करते हैं? Dissect करते हैं, like this. When most of the rivers and stream dissect the plateau, it is known as dissected plateau. And the plateau is like this, which has the contour lines like this because it has a flat top. Okay, it has a flat top. Now, the next one is about the spur. Okay, the next one is ridge tunnel. Ridge, I forgot. Ridge is the next one. The next one is about ridge. What is ridge? Ridge is a long and narrow highland sloping steep downwards its sides, and it has a number of summits. Okay, contours showing ridge are enclosed and are closely spaced. Sometimes they occur peaks and passes across a ridge. Like sometimes there are peaks and passes which are along the ridge. Okay, they are closely spaced, and like here only they are closely spaced and they have summits here. Okay, now the next one is about spur. Spur is like a tongue-like projection. Okay, it's like this. It's a tongue-like projection which has a contour lines like this. Okay, it has a tongue-like projection. It is the tongue of a line projecting from hill into the plain. A spur is also called salient, and spurs separate one valley from another. Okay, spur is also called as salient. Okay, and it separates one valley from the other. Col, it is called sometimes saddle or pass. It is a passage in a high mountain across a ridge. The difference between col and saddle, see, sometimes col is called as saddle or pass. Sometimes it is called as saddle or pass. This can be called as saddle or pass because of their location where they are located. It is differentiated on that basis. Okay. Now, pass is a lowland between two mountain peaks that provides a passage. Okay, between the two mountain peaks there is a passage which is called as pass. a range or hill. Okay, a gap is a depression. Okay, a gap is a depression. It is a depression and it is a passage. By pass you can remember the passage. Okay. The next one is about valley. When the two sides of a river are very close and steep, the cross section of V valley, the valley is formed. V-shaped valley is formed. A saddle is a low depressed area between highland. It represents the shape of a saddle, which is a horse feet or shoe. Okay, it results into saddle and do not provide passage through a mountain, but saddle do not provide a passage through the mountain. The next one is a watershed. Watershed separates the tributaries draining one side from the other. Watershed separates the tributaries draining from one side to other. It is called as watershed. Okay. And on the two sides of watershed, what to divide the slope must be opposite and downwards. Okay. Gorges or canyon is the next one. What is gorge or canyon, children? It is a deep and narrow valley having steep slopes. Its contour line is same as V-shaped valley. What is the difference? The difference is that contour of gorge are closely spread and V-shaped are very narrow. Okay, this is the major difference between the two. In the next class, we will start about the second